Hello, Ravens fans, and welcome to another season preview. I'm Aaron Schneider, the Sports Information Director at Anderson University, and joining us is for our volleyball preview is head coach Tami Miller. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. So let's dive into things. Let me. Last year we kind of had a jump from where we were before we finished fifth in the conference, and what well, before I actually get into what's usually my first question, like what would you say last year's jump is kind of attributed to?
Gosh, just the kids working hard. You know, we knew that we had some talent on the court. We knew we had some talent with offense, defense, in every aspect of our game. And with COVID happening, previous 2 years, we knew what the potential was. We just didn't get to maximize that. We had so many, as other teams did, but we just had every issue possible happen between COVID and injuries. And last year, I think we finally got to actually come together as a team and utilize every single individual in that respect. So that certainly benefited us as a team to be able to come together and put everybody on the court at the same time.
All right, and then what would you say your goals/expectations are for the program this year?
Well, to say that we're coming into it with a fifth place ranking, I think that's a great start for us. Ultimately, the goal is to be higher than that always. So if we can bump that up, being in fifth last year and maintaining that, great. But we'd love to again surprise some people and put together better wins and losses in our conference, and even in tournament play, we'd like to come out stronger. Opening weekend, the first 3 weekends, as always, we're top heavy with tournaments and giving kids a chance to get on the court and play and see what talent we have and put together the best six on the court at any time that we can.
All right, so and then what would you say your team strengths are for this year?
Well, certainly, this is a year where we can't say we're young. We have a lot of returners, a lot of starters returning. We lost, really 3 starters last year and are going to replace those positions with some great talent. But, we have Tess Purdue, Jimena Montano, Ashton Transier, all in the front court, Shea Perry, and Olivia Rosica, who also contributed last year, just not in a consistent spot. But we're going to find her on the court contributing. In the backcourt, we're not gonna miss a beat in the backcourt. So I think we've got some great depth there, which is going to be to our advantage with Erin Roach and Allie Hall, and then Lauren Dungan even contributing in the backcourt when necessary. So I think all of that experience is going to just be to our advantage without a doubt, which is going to be nice.
Mm-hmm. And I would say we had a team. We graduated 5 seniors last year, but it helps to have another group of we've got 5 seniors again this year. We have that core built,
Mm-hmm.
and then blending that in with the 7 freshmen that are going to come in, it's gonna be a nice complement to each other.
For sure. We have some young kids who are going to contribute, who have some talent. So from that standpoint, we're excited about the talent that we've brought in that class, some kids that we're going to develop fundamentally. But I think you're going to be surprised, or wouldn't be surprised to see Carmen Solero, maybe a Kelsey Marker, some of those kids in the freshman class see some time, especially when we're playing 4 matches in a weekend. There's going to be no question. We also brought some size in, with Kara Burkle and Caitlin Keaton, some real height that we need, and it's going to create that depth and certainly in the offensive game that we need that maybe we haven't had in years past.
All right, so now we open up. Our very first, we open up at the Illinois College Tournament. We got 4 matches in the opening weekend. We play Westminster, Missouri. We play Monmouth, Illinois. Then we take on Illinois College and then Principia College. Is there anything that sticks out in that first tournament and on what you're expecting out of that first weekend?
Yeah, it's always a great tournament to open for us for two reasons. One, it's typically teams that we don't see throughout the season, so we like getting some exposure to some other schools, other competition. All of those are teams that I've played, in my 20 years, so this being my 20th year. Those are all teams that I've come across. We've won some, we've lost some. We'd love to go in there and go 4-0. I don't think that's an unrealistic expectation for this group of girls, and that's certainly going to be our goal. And if we can go in there and go 4-0, it would set the bar, extremely high for what our expectation is, throughout the season. Certainly anything less than a 2-2 outing, I think would be disappointing to say the least. But we're going to set that bar pretty high going into Illinois College.
Okay, and then we have a couple more tournaments after that, and then of course the conference season. Is there any big matches that you have highlighted on the calendar this year?
Well, any conference match is certainly a highlight for us,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And we've got. I think there's great strength in the conference, as bringing with Mount St. Joe now moving to the top, Earlham, Trancey, of course, being picked number 1. I think there's just a great balance of competitiveness and talent in the conference, so all of that's going to be good. Tournament play is awesome, gets us ready, obviously, for our conference, but we're excited. Our real goal is to come out of one of those 3 tournaments with the tournament championship, so that's going to be our first goal.
All right, and then finally, what does your team need to do this year to be successful?
Stay healthy. Gosh,
Mm-hmm.
We're coming into preseason with some pre-existing injuries that we're handling, we're dealing with. But honestly, if we can stay healthy and we can stay focused on the goal, as a team, that ultimately moving ourselves in the conference and, irregardless of where we're placed, we want to be in that top 6, for regular season and then put ourselves in the conference tournament to give ourselves a chance, again, to surprise some people, I really do think that we have some talent that we're excited about, both with returners and with incoming freshmen.
All right, well, I think I've covered the questions I wanted to. Ravens fans, thank you for tuning in. Be sure to follow along with any more previews, any more content we may be putting out on YouTube. Of course, follow along with your Ravens as they open the season, the Illinois College Tournament, Friday, September 2nd and Saturday, September 3rd. Coach Miller, thank you for joining us, and good luck this year.
Thank you.